We are on Danganronpa 2. Oh, wait. I thought I installed Analog. Weird. So I have another different game we can play at some point, but I'm not sure it's going to be a happy game like you're hoping for, Cyclone, considering it's called Analog, a Hate Story. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Alright. I'm excited. Yep, just booting this up.
Danganronpa.
Loud music's loud. Oh, I'm checking really quick because I'm curious. Nope, no nude. Weird.
Danganronpa.
Last we left off, everything is fine, nobody's dead. It's all a happy game. Nothing wrong going on here. Nobody's murdered anybody at all. Everybody's actually going to be in the restaurant, and we're just going to have a nice little dinner. Obviously. See? None of these are dead, right? They could have at least edited that to make it feel better. Wait, what? Oh, okay, for a second there I thought she was super despaired, and I was like, what? But it's okay, everything is fine. Everybody's alive. We're all happy. No.
Yo.
No. 100% is 100% relearned. Runs tomorrow. Oh, hype! I'm excited for that, man. That's gonna be awesome to watch. Hey, you're late. Is it true? Nagito really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster, and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
Gundam, wait a second. See, everybody is alive. We're all happy. Yay.
A coincidence, you say? Wrong. That is the wheel of casuality. Causality, guiding you.
Huh? Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play. Yeah, you're right. Just Chiaki, lol. Well, no, Gundam's clearly back to life too, duh.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Oh hey, I don't even have to voice it. Easy. Thanks for proving me wrong, game. Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way he hoped it would.
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it. Tilted, shouldn't some of these people be... Nope, everybody's alive. This is a happy little island where we're all happy people just relaxing and having a fun time on our vacation. Don't worry about it, Aquafox. It's all good. Thought your stream was glitching until you reacted. Nope, what are you talking about? The game's totally fine. Do we get to see Squishy again? Lol. Damn it. Just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
Zoe really set up the traitor as the killer. He even tried to make them survive the trial. Goodness gracious. But I remember Gundam. Nope. Nobody's dead. Everybody's alive. Not a single person has died in this game. Don't be silly. Why would he do that? Enough with your useless talk. It appears there's still more. But if everyone the traitor is watching this video.
How unfortunate.
But unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... Ow! Oh, that hurt my ears. RIP headphone users. The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. And also, I was able to learn the truth about the world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself.
Did they really have to make it like that? That actually really hurts.
But now that I know that truth, I look back on Monokuma's actions. I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about this island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone.
Shouldn't a member of the Future Foundation had seen it coming. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, to be completely honest.
Perhaps that someone is...
Seriously pissing me off. Hell in one. See something. This is so happy. It's so happy. Yours.
Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that?
Now then.
But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to that place is that message you found in Nezumi Castle.
Well,
Normally, you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place.
I mean, they are focused on the future. Nobody said they're the brightest crayons in the box.
But since that message gets rid of those steps, you could think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monomi. But that has nothing to do with me.
Well, you guys think you're not gonna, or something, www, stop it, don't, stop.
I had to hide until my plan came to an end, but I guess it's a nice time to announce it, right? So, I'll announce the password. 11037.
Hey, I'm like 50% sure I already guessed that, didn't I?
That is the password written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter a specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's it for me.
WTF. What?
With that, my duty is finished.
I
believe my actions will become the foundation for this world's hope.
That's Leon's number from the first... Oh my god, it is. It is Leon's number from the first game.
And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
please call me the ultimate hope.
Could you not? Stop it. Stop it. This was Nagito's final message.
That 11037 number that Nagito said was the password. There's no mistake in it. That's the password to enter the ancient ruin.
Hey.
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0.
You're right. Let's go. Am I hallucinating? Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. Nani? My hero tears, Chiaki tears. Wait a second. Wasn't there a diner here? Where's my diner? Sick wrong warp, right, dude? Look, there's the pharmacy. Wait, how would it be snowing on a tropical island? Also, I love that the snow actually goes the direction you run. What is going on? It's not snowing anymore. What is going on? Somehow, it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
Oh, dang. It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you?
Fool! There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right. It's our last chance to go inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the kills, the chills. Pretty sure that's what, wanted to say hi. I just keep repeating everything is fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. We're all gonna be good. Also, I'm 100% sure that's thrills, chills, and kills is what, this is normal. Yes, obviously. That's what, Monokuma says.
Thanks for the food.
If you're gonna let her out, why not do it in the Tupperware I keep with me?
Dumbass!
Hey, now is not the time to fuck around. It is normal, PogChamp.
Young master for Yuhiko.
Oh, it's gonna be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. The
Shut
hell?
up.
Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope relies beyond this point. That is your leader's order. What the heck? I wonder about Akane at times. She's got bigger balls than most of the men at times. You're not wrong. Not Byakuya. Feels bad, man. Oh, Ibuki. Also, that is like the cutest voice line, which I don't think you hear anywhere else in the game.
What?
What was that?
Aww. Squishy. I told her that you wouldn't understand piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk. Ibuki feels bad.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
So why's he got the number 46 on his collar? I don't know if that's important, but he does have the number 46 and a down arrow on his collar.
Hajime.
The password, please. Yeah, I know. 11037. It's Leon, upside down.
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future.
Morphogenetic fields.
Beyond this door, the future was waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. Do 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 do. Stop.
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
To the future.
By the way,
Huh?
where did everyone go?
OMFG, it looks like the final room in 999. Dun, dun, dun.
Everyone?
What? They found an ancient cerebro. Something's wrong. What did I do? Oh look, there's a Mewtwo. No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is this world. Uh-oh. What just happened? This is fine. This is fine. Monica S. Well.
Stage clear? This is fine. Chapter 5, Smile at Hope in the Name of Despair, end. Surviving students, 5. To be continued. No, it's Chiaki's backpack. I want it. I don't want Chiaki's backpack. Well, I mean, I do in real life. I think that'd be amazing. I think your card is haunted, Jovine. Yep, confirmed. I'm running out of save slots. Chapter 0, heading to the school trip. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. Are we in 999? The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun. I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships. Ah, that is right. That is it. This is a ship. You just realized just now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. What is going on? This is fine. This is fine. I don't need to know what's going on. This is fine. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, that friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I detect a foul, offensive odor. Like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komieda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so share a room with a person like that. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky. Ah, so that is your talent then. What a boring talent. Boring talent then, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly. What's happening? This is fine. Yep, see? That's exactly this entire game. That's because I have luck as well. Wait. Am I MC from game 1? Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested in it. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? Ah, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Ah, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge each other's they don't try to acknowledge their superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, the world has come to a deadlock. The world has stopped evolving. How
boring.
Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here?
Boring people make no contributions to the world. Not even a speck of dust. That's what my teachers taught me. To a certain degree of selection must be performed.
Looks like they had high expectations of you, huh? That's completely different from me.
But
What are you planning on doing, now that you've ended up like this? There's nothing you can do, right?
listen well. Using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past.
That person? Are you talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already...
I have it with me. The contributions that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking to a dude as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? That person I hate so much.
Hate. Then, explain your hand.
This?
The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right?
Isn't it amazing? I can move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I've successfully become one with the ultimate despair, my sworn enemy.
I see. You salvaged the body. You really are a boring person.
I don't want you to misunderstand.
Monica S. So much Monica S, man.
I just see her as my enemy, you know. Just because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that I...
Wait.
Huh? Do I hate her? That's strange. Look outside the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right?
Monica S. not his hand. That's not disturbing at all.
This is fine. This is fine. That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's gonna happen on that island once we get there.
What's going to happen? I can already predict what's going to happen.
Huh?
I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it is no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead.
Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again?
There's no reason we will ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me.
You really don't play along, do you?
This is fine. Huh? What is this? That was quick. Yeah, that was like a 20-minute chapter tops. It's a door. There is a door. Huh? A door. Why is there a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Don't worry about why the handle's on that side. A violin. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. When we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? What?
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all.
What?
So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
It's kind of working. I mean, you're not wrong. Huh? Did he say what I just think he said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy." But why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? And not just that. What is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? I guess I should have looked around the classroom a bit more. Oh, good God. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building Monokuma made to start us. Just like the funhouse. Monica S. Right. That's definitely a hit. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and I'll definitely clear things up. Despair Hotel. Well, I need to go back in this room and actually look around because I forgot to. You don't get to not look around, right? Aha!
No.
Oh my. I feel like I've been here before. Why is a violin in Comic Sans? I don't know. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Time unknown. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower anymore. Hey, Neo Bullseye, how's it going? Cyclone of True Despair, lol. Comic Sans is pure despair. I braced myself and cautiously opened the door. Am I morphogenetic fields? Do I know this entire place because of morphogenetic fields because I played the first game? This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Comic Sans, Junko-sama. Oh my gosh. Cyclone Bliss. I was not prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. A gymnasium. It was a normal gymnasium. Oh God, why?
Damn right.
Yo, Ajime.
Yo!
You heard the announcement and came too, right? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Speak Academy or something?
Gym class. Oh no!
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible.
Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy? You. Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock. I just told you, guys. This is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not!
There's no way in hell that's true. Not like this.
No, no!
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyways. What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies!
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool. I don't believe it.
But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine, fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. No.
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Although I'm not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words...
It means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin.
You...
What do you mean by between?
Hey!
What do you mean by made?
What's this?
Oh my! Are your minds getting all grumbly as that only knowledge can satisfy? Look at us, broken air renewal machine, lol. Good. Very good. It's fine to hurry along the graduation exam, but it's my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that.
Shing!
It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're gonna finally graduate.
Are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried if you guys are gonna be okay in the outside world.
So...
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh?
Why?
We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right!
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No!
Can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Oh no. Oh no.
Hey,
Cost.
Meaning
you guys are just the extras until the guests of honor arrive. Guest of honor arrives. Uh-oh.
damn it!
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during this field trip. I don't know what's going on, but this is fine, right? And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? The outside world, main cast. Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place is impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I wanted to go back to school, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean?
So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building. Is it really Hope's Peak Academy? This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it. Why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and strong will. And the moment you're born into the world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen to become Hope. That's why it's not even worthy of admiring. Hey, Monokuma, Aquafo BB girl. Lol. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had talent to begin with. And nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not... Oh, whoops. Now is not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what this means?
Hey,
Just where the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? I know it's probably the indexing of their Jovine. Lol. Monokuma is the worst.
jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monomi are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit. Which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I could think of.
You serious?
So they're not the World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma. There's a separate emoji for that. Cyclone Plus.
However...
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, yes? Regarding that matter, I believe Monomi never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma was telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. Still works for what it is, Cyclone. Not even wrong. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So, what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we gotta do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma says something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate, like, why we've been? Like we have been?
All right!
I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself!
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn something about Hope's Peak Academy. About ourselves. I don't really care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine.
Hey!
If we can go home when this is all over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? Yeah, that's the case. Let's all leave this island alive, by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes. He's right. Now is not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy, none of that actually matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So, what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
Hmm.
Well, what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Wait, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking of running ahead without being cautious? But thanks, Cyclone, I found the correct one. Is there really actually one for that? Never mind, of course there is.
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
all right!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're pathetic.
Akane already took off on her own. It might be fast if we split up and look around too.
Huh.
Like Sonya said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Oh my god, there actually is a middle finger emoji. Why?
Later.
I'll go on ahead. See you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I will do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonya took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonya,
Miss Sonia!
please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonya, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday self. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going home. Down now.
I knew you could do it.
I knew you could do it.
Thanks, Monokuma. There's literally nothing in here. At least the universe isn't glitching anymore. Don't say anything yet. Cyclone, please. You just had to say something. Huh? But that's weird. This is the hallway I walked to get through to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. This is clearly the 5th floor. Is this what Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Sonya, this hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if invisible walls have been erected to limit our movement. Must be that unpurified air causing hallucinations. Thanks, Makoto.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Interesting. Can I only go into the dojo? Man, I was hoping I could get to re-explore so much of the original world, but I guess not. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Maybe it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Huh? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Sweet Academy by Monokuma. Why is there a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out on the floor like this? Let's start with the history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the 3rd best way to learn about history. What's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. So just as I thought Monokuma made this, that totally explains how suspicious it looks.
I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. What the fuck? Right? Fine. I'll look at it. We'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy history, as narrated by the cutesy character from the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented and high school students can hope to attend, built to raise hope in the nation's future. That was quite a random statement, right? Many of its alumni are key leaders in various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but those ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and begin further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly canceled in the middle of a run. Plus, these phrases mention the end of the manga. The tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no. It'd just be a waste of time to wonder about these things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. The department was built only to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
Shing!
The thing that's weird is you, of course.
Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too.
What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself.
Huh?
You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience a trauma, sometimes they erase memories of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though.
Are you saying that it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student.
Damn it, what the heck? Truth bullets. I don't know what just disconnected, but it appears not to be my camera, or my keyboard, or my mouse. Bunch of wooden lockers here. Oh, it was my backup drive. Cool. That's good. Each of them have traditional looking wood locks sitting on them. I guess they're for show. There's nothing in particular that looks so cool. Straw post, I mean, it's used for training. Cherry blossom. The cherry tree is proudly displaying its blossoms. These falling petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Kyoko and Pekka were here, they would have looked truly picturesque. For their sakes as well, I will definitely go home. Windows 10, not like this Dan's game. His armor and helmet. the map developers designed this to reflect the Japanese dojo? I don't see a hidden Monokuma. So we're gonna exit. Kyoko Pats. What's up, Kazuichi? Can I go into the biolab yet? Ah, 5A is open now. Perfect.
What's going on?
This hallway is kind of creepy. I can't go places that I should be able to go. It's like some sort of rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something.
Could you not? Was this the room that had everybody dead in it? This clock doesn't have any hands. What time is it right now? We can't see outside, so I don't even know if it's day or night. Another violin. Dun, dun, dun. This is another manga. It's laying on top of a desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh. Wasn't the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? That's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt and was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn more about that incident? All the violins. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawing depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in the event was a student named Izuru Kamokura. Izuru Kamakura. I don't remember that name. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. The Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding a superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent. That's not someone who's been mentioned so far. I was gonna say, it seems like I don't know that name at all, but it seems familiar? Weird. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who is known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for the horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy High School Student Council, among the Academy's brightest and best, were brutally murdered by Izuru. Oh my gosh. However, the incident did not just end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of a Reserve Corps student who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began. And that heralded the Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. I doubt that it's the entirety, but okay. Eventually, that incident would lead to the horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited? Danganronpa /0. Really? Really? That Fate Zero reference, though. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy.
What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is just too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're so incompetent.
Damn it. He always had to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But, ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like he means something completely different here. Hey, he's actually on time for once. I'm also way ahead of his schedule. What Nagito said was a true meaning of hope, but for Azuru, it simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of that talent so I didn't have to be part of the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said the reserve corps student in the reserve department began uprising. Then, what about me? Was I a participant too? I'm at 0 milliliters so hard, but I haven't been talking at all. I mean, you should still be drinking water if you can. No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Level up. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope Street Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in history is far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Azuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Who could it be? Definitely not Junko. Nah, there's no way. Would never ever be Junko. Okay, I definitely don't see it. Time to go to the bio lab. What the hell is this room? It's so cold in here. Hello, how's it going, Frisky Hurdle? How you do, friendo? It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. None of the lights are on, so we're fine. Well, hello there, friend.
I've been found.
I'm good, how are you all doing? I'm doing pretty good, can't complain way too much. We're reading through a bunch of the mangas that are explaining all of our backstory told from the point of view from Monokuma. There's another manga just laying around here, and this time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, more tragic event in human history? I knew it. The next one would obviously be about that incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. The incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Kylaris, how do, friendo? Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? I joined at a weird time. Okay, if you would have been here at all today, it's a weird time. This game took a whole weird turn. Go figure. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. You have no idea what you missed. Cyclone, what are you doing? You stop that. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving community online. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and started spreading in the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and the wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon, the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, with senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began to spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etat began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. Coup d'etat? I don't know how to pronounce that, because I've never... Is it coup d'etat? I don't know. Whatever. A war fought, not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to solve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? It's French, you said it pretty well. Hey. Poggers. The only exception is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called the Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of the society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers who wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and new morals to spread despair. Morphogenetic fields. Yes, we actually already went over that today. Gosh. They brainwashed them using morphogenetic fields. Dun, dun, dun. No, that's how I know my way around this school, even though I've never been to this school before. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as the ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience stores I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Wait, we're in Hope's Peak now? Yes.
Hey, are you seriously yelling at manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
My, you don't like manga?
Whew.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't eat candy.
Oh god, not his favorite restaurant. That's too far. Dun, dun, dun. Enough. What is this messed up manga?
I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period had been completely removed from your brains.
That this incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it. There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues that are here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live a well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
I see. So that's how this is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning.
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm happy you're finally going to graduate. On the other hand, I'm worried whether or not you guys will be okay at the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply cannot exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps. No! That's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization just isn't one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as the ultimate despair, they're just high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were able to call it the Ultimates. Then, are the killings involved connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I quickly ran out of the freezing room. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? This is the room that had the murdered kids in it. So 5B is the new classroom that's open. Let's make sure there's no other new stuff around here. I'm not seeing anything. So 5B it is. Man, I don't know what's behind any of these doors. I'm not sure I'm ready for it. Pixels, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about. This game is flawless. No, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime! I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you doing pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you this by word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to lead your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about the ultimate despair.
Huh.
Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually...
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
Thinking. A high school girl.
Yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima.
Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was really only one horrible
Junko.
who was really only one horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I don't know who the ultimate despairs are, but it's not easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
Phew.
Her connections were the main reason of that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize.
Oh, so she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat.
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What?
Like I said, why didn't they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do anything without the purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about a purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or even instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima.
What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime's a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs, one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who'd been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs.
Junko-sama, despair. Junko-sama.
All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko Enoshima's name.
Oh my.
For example, they killed their family and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. All to hopelessly top it off. They completely believed that it was something they had to do.
There's no way something that crazy is possible.
what?
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy?
Final days.
In other words,
Junko had the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean the final days? What happened to the reserve department? Oops, sorry. I need to stand.
of course.
Oh, good God. Move my whole desk. Whoops.
They fulfilled their role of responsible limbs. They believed what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed suicide.
Wait, why am I not dead? Why am I alive? This is not good. There are a lot of questions here. But mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students?
Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. The ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima's already dead. Fuyuhiko, why do you know that? Huh? Oh my.
We have been waiting so very long.
Reserve Department. Truth bullets. Junko-sama. Yes. Alright, so look around for any hidden Monokumas again. Because hidden Monokumas are very, very important, and there's nothing in this game other than hidden Monokumas. Cue extra dramatic music. Dun dun dun! Hey, Fuyuhiko. Is it true what you said? Is Junko Enoshima really dead now? Time to sit back down.
Huh?
What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life, in that bloody that's not. In that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait, what was that? You said about the killing school life? The Yakuza killed her, clearly. Kipo. How did he know she was already dead? And before morphogenetic fields! Actually, you just explained it. Dang, dude. I apparently stand really tall. Oh my gosh, this cam. Clearly, I just need to buy a second webcam, so instead of moving one, I can just swap between the two. That's definitely the obvious way to do this. Like the killings that we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Hope Seek Academy. As I recalled, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Jovine, best cam boy. Kipo. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
like...
It turns out the killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the former students at Hope Speak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Speak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
So...
The students of Hope Speak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival. They were trying to fill everyone who watched with the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost the students she placed in a trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then, Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not, doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved with resemble something like that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope Speak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? Despair. The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life?
Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna
Oh,
do?
well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step
how
at a time.
Exciting.
You're getting closer to finishing my character route.
You're not making any sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside world and the inside.
Yeah!
I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Can I just leave? Shaki would understand tears. Feels bad. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What is making something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. It's right, there's no time for me to be surprised like something like this. Of course, the music room's open. What the heck? That was weird. Well, we might as well talk to Kenny. Everything is crazy. Let's check on our pet. I have priorities. Like, come on. Connie's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
You know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So...
I don't know, it's just my gut after all. The universe is glitching, but Sneck is cute. I mean, I can't just let my Sneck die just because the world is freaking out.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Well. What? I don't... it's because we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club, Carlaris. That's why everything's all pixely and weird. I feel like I can see something strange. This is dumb. What is this? Monica S. Yeah. Did Monokuma drug you or something? I don't know. There's no context. I don't know what's going on. Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Are you in a VR version of the school or something? I don't know. They didn't explain anything. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about this number of people at this time. If they're the survivors of Hope Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by the ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though don't believe the group can get that far without Junko and Oshima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent the repeat killing of the killing school life. Are you in a VR version of the school? 15... ... Yeah, it's remember because Chiaki's not actually a student. Also, if they are survivor of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Islands. Preparations have been completed. Seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside of Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history really is true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Academy survivors. It looks like some sort of monument, but why would that be in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved in the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he made it up. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy.
and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to all of us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs, who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Oshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was the ancient ruin. There's no way that that's the research facility. If that really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Looking around one last time to make sure I didn't miss any hidden Monokumas. Because even with hidden Monokuma, or even with what's going on, I gotta make sure I get my 100% as close as possible. Okay, I don't see anything else, so we're gonna back up. Thinking, man, this is beyond crazy. The office. Can I talk to Akane again? Does she say anything different? Nope, it's the exact same thing. Alright, time for the office. The teacher's lounge. This is so ridiculous. Office. This feels different than a classroom.
Maybe...
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room has all that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well...
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Get it up already. First things first. There you are, buddy.
Huh? Are you serious?
Alright, so first things first, let's check out the hologram. There are letters floating in the air like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Oshima, the fact remains they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Oshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of the shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Nah, she's... We don't talk about her here. That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, then it's pretty much an all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Hey, wait, those are our names. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written on here? List of subjects is written on the backboard. Large letters. Just below that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's all 16 of us. Oh, and it just says Ultimate Imposter. Zombie Junko. Dun, dun, dun. Peko, Sonia. Yeah, no, it's right. Is that a mature Hyoko? I don't know. Our names I've seen before. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Sayonji is written. What is this newspaper? That does look like a significantly older Hyoko.
Non-lowly squishy? Mind blown. What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saionji. That can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was a much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh? Ah, this lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something?
No, it says Hiyoko Saionji right here.
Oh, then Hiyoko is an older sister with the same first and last name.
An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko.
She was a robot. Time to plant panic. Dun dun dun. Lol. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Kazuichi's logic, I love it. Flawless.
Wrong.
She doesn't have a sister. Hiyoko is the Saionji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have an older sister, then a relative? There's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That is Hiyoko.
Huh.
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this.
Really, Kazuichi? That's the first thing you notice?
I mean, she was famous for a childlike figure. She got away with all kind of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt?
What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm feeling white.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? Is this the truth?
If this isn't the truth, then Hiyoko is in this newspaper. He has another line where it says he's feeling black. I mean, I don't get... okay. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey,
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there?
The ultimate time traveler! That'd be amazing.
Huh?
this is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it aloud makes it sound messed up. What experiment?
If it is some kind of experiment, that would mean we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on that blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It doesn't have anything to do with time travel.
Whoa, Kylaris, you're on the point. We Doctor Who now, boys. I mean, am I supposed to notice the fact that that's the same guy? I mean, I just copied Cyclone. Lol. I mean, you're not wrong. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen this before, but the name... Wait a second. The name etched into the placard says Izuru Kamakura, Hope's Peak founder. Hey, Cyclone, what was the name of the person who freaked out? It was Izuru something, but it wasn't Kamakura, was it? The founder of Hope's Peak Academy. His name was Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information? That explains why the name seemed familiar, but not... Sorry, Caps. Nope. Banned. Perma banned. Get on it, Nightbot. Perma ban that Cyclone. Damn it, another mystery.
Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor.
Nightbot has been banned. Oh, Cyclone plus. Been banned Cyclone with him.
Congratulations, Hajime! You shall now go on to the next stage.
Next stage. Flowers on top of the desk. Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? Okay, I guess we're peace out. I already got the Monokuma in that room, so we're good. Oh, damn it, not again. The hallway's different from last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it's just gonna waste my energy. So we keep going down the stairs. Nani? So the third floor. So it's got the physics labs, the art room, and the game room, correct? Or am I thinking of the wrong one? What? Nope, because there's the rec room. I was right. This is the same floor. I mean, it seems like there's something kind of important thing to consider. Just saying, Hajime, Funhouse School. There's a billiard table. Isn't it billiards table? A dartboard and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. But look, it's got all the Monokuma bottles, the locker that we hid in, the magazines. Are there any upside down magazines? There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycle, martial arts, sports, computer, travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. A lot of people would have been happy to see this. Who needs Grathery? Yeah, right? This hologram again. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave to you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and I placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It has been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with this investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Remnants of despair have been updated in your handbooks. Check out the truth bullet section to review. The Academy's survivors have been updated with your handbook. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. So concerned about these remnants of despair. I mean, you should be. They're clearly the biggest villain in this game. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's possible. Not possible that the Future Foundation set all this up.
What's this?
My, Hajime! If you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse.
It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you, they seem to possess many talents.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Okay, that seems normal, that the pool table and the balls are floating. Sam for Nagato. Yeah, no, everything's normal. This is fine. This is fine. It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important clue like this be here? Why am I even asking a question like this? Monokuma's obviously behind it. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside this file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents.
The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult and technical terms and had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression in my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Hope Cultivation Plan has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Oh, fuck off. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again.
This version is so good. I'm just gonna rock out to this music for a little bit.
I love it. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. Hi, Akane.
It smells...
It's very close. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut's telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is...
Well, they're both.
Yo!
He's right. They're both. Both. What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. Oh, yeah, we are on the bottom floor. That's the pool. Or the second floor, I mean. We go to the library. The libri. So I guess there's no hidden Monokumas in the hallway. Would have been fun, oh well. In the library we go. I wonder if it'll be upside down. Nope, it's right side up. Whoa, all the books are highlighted though. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something in here too. I should hurry up and find it. So it's only that? Got it. This hologram again. Must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt it's another clue. To Future Foundation 14th Division. Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What are you doing is a serious act of what you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep those people alive. Stay calm and think about it carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring light to the hope of this world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right?
Franker Z, this world is absolutely normal, says Franker Zernak.
Lol. The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? Makoto is... This email suggests someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. One of the survivors.
But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Makoto is the ultimate hope, but is supporting the remnants of despair. I don't know. I don't have answers. There's nothing else to do here. Not the first time the Ultimate's hopes went on to betray someone. Feels bad, man. Bum, bum, bum. Do I get to go into the pool? No, 2B. Wait, you can't go directly into the pool. There's changing rooms, whatever. Wrong warp. Boom, 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 boom. Wait a second. This is not classroom 2B. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school, and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Hi there, buddy.
No.
Alright. Tablet PC? That doesn't look like a tablet PC to me, but whatever. Yeah, that's the only thing in here. This looks like a tablet computer. Looks like the power's on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Wait, is that math? Why is there math in the corruption? 2 root 3, 1 plus 2, something over 2 root 3. Arctan, 1 minus x squared. Huh, that's weird. Random math on the floor. I was gonna say, did you notice that too? Cause, oh wait. Minus log 1 over 1 minus x squared. It's probably part of the formula to something, unless they really just randomly did stuff. Well, there's root 3x. That genuinely is random. Don't you know the universe is ruled by the rules of math and physics? I mean, you're not wrong. Neo World Program. Oh man, getting calculus PTSD. Well, I'm done with math. I will never have to take another math class, basically my entire life, unless I want to. This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communications Simulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented whose research results were utilized. Math equations and situations is legitimately the most normal thing possible. Lol. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. Wait, I thought the Ultimate Programmer was Chihiro and she's dead. Tears. She's alive in our hearts, and that's the only thing that matters. Also, her program still exists, so they said it was studying what they've produced, not that it was just them. I will also say, they cry. I will also say, at the start, before we even started this game, I did have a crazy crackpot theory that this was all just a... According to Jovine, nobody died. Yeah, everybody's alive. Nobody died, everybody's alive. There's no problems. This is fine. This is fine. What was I gonna say? I did have a crazy conspiracy that it would be all like just a test to try and see what students actually are hopeful, but I don't think that's real. That can't be the actual answer because that's such a cop-out. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Interesting. Slowly, everything around me turned black. What a perfect time to be right back.